Hello fellow YouTubers and collectors, CBS Sci-Fi here with a quick look at the Willys Jeeps. Now we are going to be doing the batteries and the connectors that you do not need. You do not need these connectors. If you get the correct battery, which is that one, the XT60, which will plug straight in to your Willys Jeep, the XT60 connector. You don't need to buy any extra wires and nothing. That one will plug straight in. Now this one, this is for the Dean's connector. So in that case, yeah, if you get the wrong battery, you're going to need that, because that will plug straight into there, and that then will plug straight into your Jeep. So check your batteries, check the batteries what you're going to buy before. The majority of the Willys Jeeps come with that. That is an XT60 connector. Make sure you buy the batteries that have the XT60 connector. I've got the XT60 connector there, which go to Dean's, so that'll plug into that battery with the red one. You don't need them. Check your batteries, save yourself some money. They weren't dear anyway. Them little connectors weren't dear. And these are obviously for connecting other remote control cars. I have got a couple of different adapters, but they're not needed. The 1.6 Rockaby and the 1.6 Jiminy come with the XT60 connector. The batteries come with the XT60 connector. That other one there, that's just for charging your battery. Charge port, the small one, that plugs into the small one. That is how you charge your batteries. So if you're coming into this hobby, you're going to need to buy yourself a battery, because these Jeeps do not come with the battery. That's your battery tray underneath there. The battery just rests in there. You plug it in. There's a switch there, and that's how you turn your Jeep on and off. It's that simple. Obviously, you do need a remote control. The Jeeps come with the remote control. You need batteries for that. You're good to go. So get yourself a charger. Chargers are about 12 quid. If that, £13, 12, £13. The battery, anywhere between 35, under 40 quid. LiPo. These batteries are really good. I've had these cars out for 3.5 hours running non-stop for 3.5 hours, and I have not killed one of them batteries. So they are the LiPo 5000, 7.4 volts. All the information's there. And like I say, it's the XT60 connector. XT60 connector there. You do not need any additional wiring. If you buy the wrong battery, then yeah, you do. Don't buy the wrong battery. That bag there is where the rest of my batteries are stashed. 6 batteries in total. 4 Jeeps, 4 military Jeeps, 3 civilian Jeeps. I have not yet killed a battery, like I've just said, and I've had them out running for well over 3.5 hours, and there's still been powering that battery to get me back to my car. So we've got different accessories on this, like I say, guys. Roy the paratrooper, that's his backpack, the parachute bag, took the string off, hence the strings there. That's the same. It has been glued on, because last thing I need is that start coming off, so it's glued on. Yeah, it's a little bit messy on this one, and I thought, you know what, I'm not too bothered, because like I said, I don't want all my vehicles looking exactly the same. Windscreen, I've decided to glue it down on this one. That windscreen's never coming up. His rifle, it's made from wood, real wood and metal. I have glued it down. These markings are where the glue sort of stained it, so I've used a permanent marker just to make it look like he's sort of camouflaged his weapon. Ammo pouches, magazines, they are metal. His gun, it's metal and wood. Yeah, I've super glued it into that hand because I don't want him losing that gun. The helmets are super glued onto their heads because if it does roll, 34 quid for buying helmet. I don't want to lose them. It's all glued on. Jude Law in the background. Jude Law. The head sculpts are where you pay the money in these figures. They look very, very realistic. Now, like I said, depending on what military figure you get, they all come with different equipment, different accessories. Russian sniper fighter. We've got the Medic Dixon and we've got the German sniper there. US bags, canteens, shovel. Yeah, I've lost the shovel out of that, but the bag's still attached. Green camo, desert camo, all a little bit different. We've got a radio in there. All fantastic, all nice and bonny. But the lad who asked the questions about the battery and the connections, no, you do not need the connections. Like I say, I've got to stress enough, get the XT60. It will fit straight into that Jeep. You're looking anywhere between 35 to just under £40 for the battery. Buy one, you'll need a charger. Get yourself a charger. You only need one, you've got 3.5 hours running time. Once you've got into the hobby and you know you're going to enjoy it and it's something you're interested in, then get another battery. Buy the Jeep first, it'll tell you what connector you need, and that is the XT60. You do not need any additional connectors. That Jeep's got the canopy on. The figures are 1/6 scale. Military figures, 1/6 scale. The Jeeps are 1/6 scale. Don't get anything smaller. You can get 110, I think it is, or maybe a 112. It is too small. It will not do the job that you want it to do. These Jeeps are a decent size. The figures are a decent size, 1/6 scale. All my military figures are cable tied in. They are not glued into these Jeeps. They are cable tied in round the seats. You can squeeze cable ties around the seats, wrap it round the waist. It acts as a belt. Pull the coats down. The coats will cover that cable tie. You don't even know they're there. I have glued the helmets on. I don't want to lose the helmets. These are military figures. They're going to stay military figures. Same with that one. We've actually got Mr. Brad Pitt in there. Don't think you can make him out, but that's Brad Pitt from Fury. I've kitted him out in a different uniform. I think I paid 50 quid for him. So he's kitted out with a different uniform. I weren't too bothered because of the canopy what's on there. So I hope this has helped you guys to, if you're thinking of joining the hobby, to let you know what you need to do. Like I said, all my vehicles are stock vehicles. I have changed nothing. You don't need to. Run the vehicle as it is. Save your money. See if you're going to enjoy the hobby. If you do, and you decide, yeah, you love it and you want to start changing things, then start changing it. But just run it stock. Enjoy the hobby, run it stock. So the vehicles, like I say, you'll get the fuel tank, you get the tyres. It's just a bare bones body. I've glued an extra tyre onto the bonnet there, just giving it a little bit of a different look. But there you go, batteries, XT60 connector. You do not need the additional connectors. That bag there, the LiPo batteries, so that bag there is like a fireproof stroke explosion proof battery, just in case one of these batteries does decide to explode. These are what they call hard case. They're in an hard case. The battery is inside the hard case. Now, yeah, it's a little bit dearer to buy the hard case battery, but your battery's protected in there. You're not going to have any issues whatsoever. So that's why I've bought the hard case battery. The battery is in there, no issues. That will just plug into there for when you want to charge it. That lights up. I think one will light up green, or they all light up red and they start changing green. Once they've all gone green, your battery's fully charged. You've got the same idea with that. Status, it'll light up. Once they'll both be green. What they'll whistle, they'll make a faint whistling noise, so you know your battery's charged. But that's the battery that you need, guys. Like I say, I've had 3.5 hours running time with one of these Jeeps and I haven't killed that battery. I haven't killed it. So that's a decent morning out and about with cars. Nice bit of exercise as well. Walking in the wilderness, you can't go wrong. So guys, that's 2 videos for you. I'm hoping that I've answered most of your questions. Like I say, I've told you, the batteries you need. XT60. XT60 plugs straight in. You don't need an additional wire. You don't need anything. It's just standard. Let's prop you up there. If I can prop you up, yeah, it's worked. Battery there. Twist it round. Plug straight in. On. You see, as you can see at the front, the lights have come on. That's how you know it's working. Straight in. See it flashing there, you know it's on, you know it's active. Once you switch your remote control on, that light, well, it'll stop flashing. It's just saying like it's I'm on, I'm letting you know I'm on, I can't detect the remote control. Easy peasy lads, the lights are on. You do not need any connectors. Buy the correct battery. I've done it myself, that's why I've ended up with the other batteries. I made that mistake myself, I rushed into it, and I bought that one, wrong connector. So I had to buy that. And all you do, you get excess wire. You don't need that amount of wire under there. You just get excess wire under your body. That's all you get. So the batteries, you find, get the right battery for the right connector. You do not need excess wire. Vehicles have run from stock. I've had no issues running on from stock. Give it a go. See what you think, guys. See if it's an hobby for you. Let me know how you get on. Good luck. Any questions, reach out. I'll do my best to help you. Thanks for watching. CBS signing out.